So when you're coming onto your mat, just standing near the front, I want you to kind of press down through the heels and lift the toes, and then rock forward on the toes and lift the heels. Maybe roll onto the outer edges of the feet and then into the inner arches. Just move everything around so that you can find this nice kind of even, balanced stance eventually, pressing down firmly through both feet. And I want you to press down through the big toe ball mound inner heel, through the pinky toe, knife edge blade of the foot, and outer heel. And then also the very center of your heel bone and maybe your second and third toes. Start to close your eyes and feel the contact of your feet pushing into the earth. And almost always, really trying to draw awareness to the spaces on our body that are making contact with the earth. Any shape that we do, right here, just mountain pose, Tadasana. But if we were to be doing wild thing or warrior two, anything at all, check in with yourself and notice the points. Maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact on the mat. And every time today, when we come into a new shape and we see those points of contact, I want you to think about the root system of a tree, kind of drawing energy up that is sending life to the rest of the tree. So for you, it's right now sending energy up through the ankles, through the legs, through the torso, out through the arms and fingertips, just like limbs. And then of course, kind of bursting out the crown of the head. Feel that. See if it's making you stand up a little bit taller, if it's bringing a level of awareness that you might not have cultivated before. And of course, deepening the breath. And just thanking yourself for stepping on your mat this morning. Knowing that you will feel good afterwards. Keep getting that energy rising up through the body. And we'll just take one nice full inhale through the nose together. And a nice sigh out of the mouth. We're going to take breath of joy here. So open up your feet a little bit wider. This is just to wake up the whole body and bring a little bit more energy into your limbs. I want you to have a soft bend in the knees. They're not locked, just nice and buoyant. And then we're going to sweep our arms forward, shoulder height. This is going to be 1/3 of an inhale. Just a little bit of a sniff through the nose almost. And then out to the side for another sniff. So just again, shoulder height, but now lateral out to the side. And then the final third, the final sniff, the final inhale is going to be forward and up. So overhead. So you're kind of sweeping them from the side, down, forward, and up. And then after that 3-part inhale, you're just going to do a really loud exhale to fold over the legs, hinging at the hips, and you sweep your arms down, back, and up. Your head is heavy, and it's a big ha or a whatever you want. So again, it's an inhale. Do it with me. Forward third, out to the side third, final third up. Exhale, ha. Just one exhale. Again, inhale. Start to close your eyes once you feel comfortable with the movement and pick up the pace. You don't need to move at the same pace as me. You can move faster if you feel like you have it available. So it's forward, out to the side, up and down. Forward, out to the side, up and down. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, out. Inhale. Exhale. Keep moving. And we're really just flinging our arms around. I want you to act like your arms weigh like 300 pounds each and there's no control at the shoulder joint. They're just flailing about. Keep it up. Getting a little bit more speed, maybe a little bit more force with the exhale. If you feel silly, that's okay. Just try to breathe into it. Continue to awaken. Let's do 2 more rounds. Slow it down. Start to just slowly round up and find stillness. Feel the pulse, feel the heat of the body, and feel anything that's kind of shooting down the arms, the shoulders, the fingertips. That breath of joy is just momentarily activating your sympathetic nervous system. Great for first thing in the morning to wake yourself up and shake off any sluggish feelings. We'll take 1 big breath in, sweep your arms around and up, look up, high prayer. And exhale to swan dive, fold over the legs. Inhale, take a halfway lift, heel toe your feet back together, big toes touching. And exhale, belly to thighs, fold. Press into the hands, step your right foot forward, left foot to the back of the mat, drop your left knee down. And then bring your fingertips on top of your right thigh, interlace your fingertips, and push your right thigh away from you. So I want you to find a little bit of spinal extension here, your back bending. Your back toes can stay tucked here if you'd like, or you can untuck them. If they're remaining tucked, they're going to be a little bit of balancing help. Take a breath in to send the energy up through the collarbones towards the ceiling. What are your points of contact here? You feel the sole of the right foot, left knee, shin, and foot pressing down, sending energy through the legs, up through the crown of the head. 1 more big breath in. Can you take a little bit more of a back bend, maybe looking up towards the sky? Squeeze your glutes, pressing into your heel bone. And then as you exhale, release hands down to the ground, frame your front foot, right knee back to meet the left. Hands come right underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes, take an inhale into your cow spine. Melting the belly down, squeezing the shoulder blades, pull the chest forward. And then exhale, tops of the feet press down, round the spine into your cat. Hug the chin towards the chest, pull the navel up and in, activating that abdominal lock. Feeling a little bit lighter through the core. Spread your shoulder blades here, tuck your toe. 1 more time like that. Inhale into your cow. Can you put more weight into the fingertips? So instead of feeling energy in the heels of the hands, try to send it all to the fingertips. And exhale, rounded spine, cat. Keep gripping the mat with those fingertips and knuckles instead of the heels of the hands. Awesome. Come to neutral. Take a beat, take a pause. And start to heel toe your left knee, shin, and foot in, maybe just 1 inch. And then shoot the right heel up and back. So the right knee stays bent. I want you to drive that right heel up to the sky without back bending the entire spine just yet. It's just at the glute that we're finding some activation. Your navel is still drawing up and in. Flex the right foot at an ankle if you haven't already. Heel up, toes down. And spread your shoulder blades here as well. Big breath in. As you exhale, lift the right heel up a little bit more. Squeeze that right butt cheek. Again, inhale. And exhale, kick that heel up a little bit more. Don't arch your lower back. 1 more time, breathe in. Hopefully feeling a little bit of a kind of Charlie horse maybe in your right butt. It might be really, really, really fatiguing now. That's okay, just breathe into it. Know that we will be past this point soon. Good, now keep that activation. Extend your left arm forward. Swing the left arm all the way back, bending your right knee a bit more, maybe pointing your foot to grab the inner arch of the right foot with the left hand. Kick the foot into the hand, opening up the left shoulder. Look forward, gazing forward, energy forward. Push down into the right fingertips again and kick the foot into the hand a bit more. Option to tuck left toes for more balance, more stability. Can you squeeze right butt cheek? I know it's tired. Last inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Lower left hand, right knee down. Let's take a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. Rest the chest, the face. Arms come forward. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. First down dog of the morning. Do whatever movements feel really lovely in your body. So you might pedal out the feet. You might let the hips sway side to side. You can bend and straighten the elbows. Nod and shake the head. Take one more breath here. And then in the next exhale, you're starting to find a little bit more stillness, a little bit more focus on alignment and less movement. So feel those outer arm bones pulling in towards the ears. Feel the heels digging into the ground, but a soft bend in the knees so that we can feel the sits bones lifting up, not back. Close your ribs in, engage your abdomen. Even though this doesn't really feel like core work, can you keep the integrity of the core intact? One more breath in. And a breath out. Great, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, look forward, hug the left knee in towards the nose, shifting shoulders over wrists. Again, inhale, down dog split, push it up and back. Look back, lift your left foot higher. Exhale, pull the left knee in towards the nose, shoulders over wrists. Can you puff up the back of your heart more? Hollow out your front body more and bring your left thigh closer to your tummy. Last one, inhale up. And exhale, pull it in, step it forward. Left foot in between the hands. Back knee down, interlace fingertips, non-dominant grip above the left thigh. Just like before, lengthen your arms and lean back, pushing your hands into your left thigh. You can tuck your back toes for stability or drop the top of the foot down. Feel that energy zipping up from the sole of the left foot, sending kind of a message to the calf, to the thigh, to work, to really turn on here. Start to look up if you haven't already. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to broaden your collarbones, to stretch out this right hip flexor. So as we lean the right shoulder back, we're lengthening your iliopsoas on the right side. See if you can feel it. Really try to tune into the body and notice what's coming up. Last inhale, looking up, maybe even back. And exhale, brace your core, engage your glutes to rise back up. Hands frame your front foot. Lift your back knee. And then I want you to leap forward to a supported warrior three. So your right leg shoots back. Hands to your heart or keep it in supported. Holding here. Emma White, straighten that standing leg. And then just feel belly, chest, face parallel to the earth. Look at your right big toe with your mind's eye. Don't look back, it'll probably encourage you to fall. But with your mind's eye, check in with your right big toe. Make sure it's pointing down to the ground, not out to the right. Take one more breath in here. As you exhale, pendulum swing your body upright. Drop the right foot next to the left. So we just kind of worked up in one piece. Take an inhale, arms come around and up, breathing in. As you exhale, swan dive, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Nice long spine. As you exhale, fold. Step your left foot forward, right foot to the back of the mat. Back knee down, same thing. Interlace fingertips on the top of the left thigh. Open up a little bit faster this time. And exhale, hands come down. Left knee meets your right knee. You're in your tabletop. Start to take your cat-cows. You can do any movements here that feel good. Maybe you're still moving linearly. Maybe you want to start to move in a circle. You want to move the spine around this imaginary axis. You want to move maybe your head and neck in a big circle, your pelvis, your ankles, anything at all. Just start to kind of feel into the body and don't worry about how it looks. Let out a couple smooth breaths. And then finding neutral when you're ready, when you feel balanced, and start to heel to that right shin, foot, and knee in just an inch. Not anything crazy. Find the wrist directly underneath the shoulders. Push down through the fingertips and lift your left heel up, keeping a bend in the left knee. Make sure your pelvis is even. We don't want the left hip higher than the right. So that might mean that we need to kind of draw the outer left hip down towards the ground. Pull your belly up, Spread your shoulders, but also lengthen your collarbones. Gaze is just ahead of the fingertips. Breathing in. Exhale, lift your left heel higher. Imagine kicking the ceiling with your foot. Again, inhale. Lots of control. Exhale, kick that heel up. I want you to feel the work in the left butt here. If you're not already feeling it naturally, start to add a little bit of a squeeze of the left butt cheek just to encourage it to fire more. Last breath in. Don't forget those shoulders. Puff up the back of your heart. Exhale, lift. Keep that engagement in the left glute. Reach your right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand. And then keeping it straight, swing it back. Grab the inner arch of the left foot with your right hand and kick the foot into the hand. You're opening up the right shoulder, right pec here. Keep squeezing left butt cheek to take this out of the low back and push it into the upper back. Gaze is slightly forward. How's the left hand doing? Make sure that the fingertips are pressing down more than the heel. Keep breathing, holding here. Feel that left butt activate more. Last breath in. And exhale, super slow-mo release. Right hand down, left knee down. Let's take a puppy pose this round instead of child's. If you love child's, take it, but it's sometimes nice to get a little bit of upper back opening in puppy pose. So the hips will stay over the knees or even move slightly forward of the knees. Melt your hands forward to probably the front edge of the mat as you let your chest fall to the ground. Option for the forehead to touch the mat or the chin. And then I want you to push down into your hands to feel your outer arm bones reach for the mat. So you're activating there through your external rotators. Imagine someone has a string attached to the very bottom of your tailbone and they're lifting it up. One breath in. Slow breath out. Where are your points of contact here? When you're ready, start to press into the hands, lifting the chest up. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders, maybe slightly forward, and we'll take that downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Smooth it out. Maybe you're finding some slow movements. Maybe you're in stillness. Keep pulling the armpits towards your earlobes and keep encouraging the hips up more than the legs straight. Good. Start to reach the right leg up. Breathe in. Three-legged dog. Just like in our tabletop tiger pose, where we were kind of squeezing our butts, trying to get the heel up to the sky. I want you to find that same sensation here. Reach your heel and big toe away from the ground, up to the sky. Breathe in. As you exhale, pull that knee into the nose and pause. The weight is in the fingertips, not the heels of the hands. Make sure that your left leg is not asleep here. And then draw the right thigh up towards your nose. Inhale, push it up and back, three-legged. Don't let that right leg drop, keep it high. Exhale, knee to nose again. Can you push up through the back of the heart more? Spread your shoulder blades more. And then what's going on with your right foot? Is it down to the ground? Zip it up towards your right butt cheek, squeezing your hamstring. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, look forward, step the foot forward all the way in between the hands. Back knee down, interlace fingertips above the right thigh. Back bend here. Start to find a little bit more depth here, a little bit quicker as we've been here before. Breathe in. And exhale, hands down to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee if you're not already there. And then we're gonna find that supported warrior three. Leap off of your back leg, hands come forward. And then stay here if you'd like, or bring hands to heart for a little bit more heat. With your mind's eye, again, go to the left big toe, see what's going on there. We want it to point down, not out to the side. The belly might start to pour forward, zip it up and in, away from the ground. Broaden your collarbones, pull your shoulder blades up to the sky, and just hold. Check in with your standing leg. Can you bring a little bit more energy from the ground? We have one point of contact right now with that right foot. Zip energy up and send it to the rest of the body, especially to your extremities. Last inhale. Brace your core. Exhale, pendulum swing. Ooh, that left leg forward to let it land next to your right. Feel it in that right butt, yeah? Inhale, arms up, breathing in deeply. Let's take a standing back bend here. Interlace all of your fingertips, but release your index finger. Feet together, heels slightly apart. Squeeze your glutes and start to lean back, opening up your chest. Keep your biceps in by your ears and just start to squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward. Lift your chest and lean back. Lift your chest and lean back. 2 more breaths. Elbow straight. And slowly rise up. Good, let's breathe in. Find nice neutral spine. And exhale, chair pose. Bend the knees. You can break free the bind, hands reaching up, palms facing in. Take an inhale here, open up the chest. As you exhale, sit a little bit lower. Again, inhale. And exhale, belly to thighs fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down. Take a vinyasa flow of your choice. If you're ready for chaturanga, maybe a hop back, you can take that. If you're going with me, we'll take knees, chest, chin. You're gonna shift forward in plank. And exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin down. Maybe you're taking chaturanga there. Inhale for baby cobra, opening up the chest. See if you can hover the hands off of the mat and don't forget about those legs. And then exhale, downward facing dog, pushing into the hands, lifting the hips up. We'll take a big breath in. And a smooth exhale. Let's find a little bit of breath of joy sensation in the breath. So 3-part inhale and a big sigh out of the mouth. Inhale, 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 exhale. Again. All right, right leg lifts, breathe in. As you exhale, look forward, bring the right knee in towards the nose. Inhale, push it up and back. Exhale, right knee towards the right elbow, maybe the tricep. Inhale, push it up and back. As you exhale, push it over to the left elbow, extend the right leg out to the left, falling triangle, left arm up. Breathe in to let the hips sink low to the ground, hover. Exhale, energy up. Really feeling the energy from the feet and the right hand, lifting it up through the pelvis. Last one, inhale, hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left hand down. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Breathe in to rise up, high lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs together. As you exhale, take a T-twist to the right. Inhale, back bend, right hand to the back, left thigh. Left arm up and back. And exhale, warrior 2. Back heel seals down. Your chest is facing the left long edge of the mat. Take a breath in here just to find some balance, to feel the feet gripping the mat. Just like that exercise that we did at the beginning, it's not just the toes, just the heel, just the outer edge of the inner arch. It's all 4 corners. Pressing down and lifting energy from the earth up through your legs. Slow the heart rate down. Let's take one more inhale here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, reach your right fingertips forward, flipping your right palm, lean back, peaceful warrior. And exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, left arm reaches up and overhead. Option to reach those right fingertips to the inside of the right foot. Take a breath in, hold. Wrap your outer right butt in towards the middle of the mat. Taking a half bind, a full bind, whatever tickles your fancy. Last breath in. And as you exhale, lower left hand down on the inside of the right foot. Crawl your hands to the middle of the mat. Turn your right toes, pivoting them all to face the long edge of the mat. Straddle. Inhale and take a halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Pull the butt back, chest forward. And exhale to fold over the legs. Encourage the crown of the head down to the ground. Bring your hands maybe in line with your toes, just like chaturanga arms. You're trying to pull your elbows in towards shoulder width distance. And you're trying to bring your face closer towards your forearms. Squeeze your glutes to protect your hammies. Last breath in. And a breath out. Start to come up. Halfway lift. Turn your left toes out slightly and your right toes out slightly. Bend your left knee, weight into the left hip, and then flex your right foot. So you're in Skandasana. Take a really, really big inhale to lift your chest up. Option for hands to the ground or hands to your heart. And then as you exhale, engage the glutes and switch sides. Right knee bends, left foot flexes. It's very common here to let the belly and chest fold. I want you to lift your heart up. One more time, breathing in here. And then as you exhale, I want you to look forward. We're gonna find a low lunge twist to the back of the mat. So to crawl your way there or use your hip strength to kind of leap that way. Left toes forward, right hand down, left arm up. So it's a low lunge twist at the back of the mat. Take a breath in to bring your hands to your left hand rather to your lower back, to your pelvis, to check in, to keep it even. Left knee over left ankle, right hip higher than left hip probably. Re-extend your left arm up. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. And an exhale, lower left hand down. Let's take our down dog split. Left leg shoots up and back. Breathing in. Josh, we did this yesterday. We're gonna roll forward into that three-legged plank, yeah? And then as you exhale, melt your chest forward, pelvis forward and down. Bend your left knee, bringing your toes closer to your head. Twice more. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, roll forward, and then start to bend the back knee, bringing it towards your head. Last one, inhale, down dog split. Exhale, roll forward. Take that little hamstring curl. Good, down dog split. Roll forward, take your flow. Maybe a three-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog, left foot comes down to the ground, finally. And then downward facing dog after your back bend. Slow it down. Take a couple moments here to just press pause. Feel what's going on. Last breath in. And a breath out. All right, left leg lifts, breathe in. Keep that left leg engaged, yeah? Don't let the left butt fall asleep here. Another inhale. As you exhale, zip it towards your nose. Try to really bring it forward. Inhale, push it up and back. Exhale, left knee taps left tricep or elbow. Spread your shoulder blades more. Inhale, push it up and back. Exhale, left knee towards right elbow. Fallen triangle, kick the left leg out to the side, right arm up. The sole of your right foot comes down. Let's take a breath in, heavy hips, hover. Exhale, push through the contact. Feet and hands. Last one, inhale. Exhale, brace your core, lift up. Another breath in, reach those fingertips up and then lower the right hand down. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot forward in between the thumbs. Breathe in, inner thighs draw in, high lunge. Exhale, T-twist. Arms open up. Breathe in, back bend, left hand to the back, right thigh, right arm up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Open up the arms. Find your stance. Close your eyes here. Just stay in the moment. Feel the feet grounding down. Squeeze your glutes. Check in with those feet. Where are you pressing down? Let's inhale, flip left palm, reach forward and then up and back, peaceful. As you exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm up and over. Pausing here, pushing down through the left forearm a lot. Left shoulder blade down your back. Maybe you slide the left hand to the inside of the left foot onto the mat. Energy through right pinky finger from right ankle. You're really reaching actively along the right side body. Breathe in and breathe out. Can you pull your ribs in? Last inhale. Exhale, lower right hand down the inside of the left foot. Turn your left toes to the long edge of the mat. Hands come with you. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Any option with the hands and the arms go right here. You can interlace fingertips behind the head. You can keep your hands down on the ground, take your chaturanga arms. You can also reach your fingertips towards the opposite long edge of the mat. Interlace fingertips behind the back. There's lots of options. You can also take twists here. You can take a tripod headstand. Make sure you're listening to your body. Mine is definitely craving a little bit of stillness right here. Let's take one more breath in. Weighting the toes here, bringing the hips slightly farther forward. Good, and then start to bring the fingertips down to the ground wherever you are. And we're gonna turn the right toes and the left toes out. And then bend the right knee and take Skandasana on the right side first. You're flexing your left foot, your left leg is straight. Your hands can be down here, or you can bring your hands to your heart automatically. Your butt doesn't have to be very low. It can also be up here. Just see what feels good for you. Our bodies are very different. We've all been, living very, very different lives. So just see what feels good for you and don't compare. With an exhale, brace your bum. Really, really squeeze and engage to slide over to Skandasana on the opposite side with or without your hands. Flexing the right foot now. The chest always wants to dip here. I want you to lift your sternum up. Use your thumbs to your chest, or just kind of imagery as if someone has a string attached there and they're lifting it up. And then we're gonna look forward, and we are going to find our low lunge twist to the front of the mat. With or without your hands, start to shift forward. All 10 toes point forward, left hand down, right arm up. Make it smooth. And even if it doesn't look smooth, let your mind and your breath be smooth. Take a breath in to pull the belly button away from your right thigh. Draw your left shoulder blade down your back there, Liz. I can feel it happening. Good, reach your right fingertips up, up, up. Can you lift the back of your left knee up to the sky? Last inhale. And exhale, lower right hand down, down dog split. Right leg shoots up and back. Breathing and roll forward. Three-legged plank to that funky up dog. Melt your hips, your left toes stay tucked, right foot reaching for your head. Breathe in, down dog split. And exhale, roll forward. Bend. Last one, inhale, reach it up and back. Right leg higher. Exhale, fancy up dog. And down dog split, breathe in. And we'll take our three-legged chaturanga, or maybe you take cat-cow here instead. Moving through that flow. Come into downward facing dog when you're ready. Inhale. Huge exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Looking forward. Big toes touch and your feet come slightly in. We're gonna shift weight into the hands, coming onto your tiptoes. Bend your knees and then lightly hop forward. Try to land very, very softly, lifting your hips up a bit. And then when you arrive, take your halfway lift flat back. And exhale to fold. Head is heavy. Inhale to slowly roll up. Knees are soft. Tucking your tailbone, head and arms are so heavy. And when you finally arrive, head over shoulders, shoulders over pelvis. We're gonna keep the feet together and take our dancer's pose. So we did a lot of work today with feeling the feet grounding down, and that's really important in dancer's pose and any balancing pose. And we also did some back bending work. So I want you to feel that the glutes have to be activated in any back bend. So we did that tiger pose on tabletop. We did our fancy up dog. We did all of the back bending and the low lunges. So I want you to know that your spine is prepped for this. And all we need to remember is to squeeze the glutes and find the point of contact on the mat and push it down so that energy is sent up through the body, kind of bursting out the crown of the head. That's the energy that we want. So let's start with the right leg being our standing leg. Keep your right foot down, lift your left heel up, and then bring your left heel to your left butt. Grab a hold of the outer edge of the left foot with your left hand, and reach your right arm up to the sky, bicep by the ear. Already, can you squeeze your left butt? Can you feel the ribs close and the belly button pull in? Now start to kick the foot into the hand. We're not reaching the chest forward just yet. We're just kicking the foot back into the hand. How's the right foot going? Push through the earth to feel the energy kind of send up. There's this signal right at the crown of the head. And the right straighten your standing leg and breathe. Opening up your left pec, kicking your left foot into the hand more. Only now you might start to dip forward. You might start to hinge forward, reaching your chest forward. Keep your right bicep up by your ear. Take one final breath. And then kick to release. Slowly lift up. Bring your right heel to your butt again. Left heel rather. And then lower the left foot. Lower the right arm. See what's going on. Move your pelvis a bit. And then we'll do that same thing on the second side. If you were having balancing issues, always important to remember that your gaze has to be on one point. You can't look all around the room. So be very aware of that. And then also just engage everything when in doubt, squeeze. All right, left foot stays, right heel draws in towards your butt. And then bring the right hand to the outer edge of the right foot, and then your left arm up to the sky. Squeeze the right butt cheek already. So your right knee is pushing down to the ground and you're squeezing your right butt. Keep that engagement, hug your belly in, and then start to kick. Don't hinge forward, kick the foot into the hands. Kick the foot into the hand more and more. Energy up from the left foot, through the left leg, squeeze your left quad. I'm looking at one point, trying to keep my focus, kicking a little bit harder, a little bit harder. Squeeze right butt, a little bit harder. You might start to dip forward now. Are you breathing? Hold for one more breath. Wobbling is okay, as long as your attitude is there. Let's slowly kick to release. Kick the foot into the hand, kick the foot into the hand. Bring the heel to the butt, and then lower the foot down. Left arm down. Good job. Shake it out. Do what feels good. See if you feel this magical opening in your heart space, and then we'll reach the arms around up, breathing in. Exhale to swan dive, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Last opportunity for a vinyasa if you'd like to take it. Maybe a hop back to chaturanga. Otherwise, coming into maybe a cat-cow, knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. And then downward facing dog. And we'll all meet in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees go wide. Big breath in. And a full breath out. Again, inhale. Slowly exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Gently exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to round the spine all the way up. Having to sit on your heels. And then cross your ankles and bring your butt behind your feet. Reach your legs out in front of you. And start to lower down onto your back. Bringing your feet hip width distance apart. Fingertips reaching towards your heels. Knees in line with your second and third toes. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, start to peel your lower back, middle back, upper back off of the mat. Here I want you to feel for engaging the glutes by pressing into the heel bones, lifting all 10 toes, maybe even the ball mounds off of the mat. Squeeze your bum a little bit more, lift higher. Feel for your ribs and your frontal hip points getting closer together, just like you were to have suspenders on and you're trying to tighten them and shorten them. Close those ribs. Take one more breath in, lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale, upper back. Keep that tailbone tucked, middle back. Feel every vertebra slowly land. Lower back, and then tailbone and glutes. Hug the right knee into the chest. Give yourself a really big squeeze. You can keep the left knee bent or straighten it out in front of you. Pull the ankle around. Slow that exhale down again, maybe counting to 5, 6, 7, even 8 on the exhale. Pull that right knee out towards the right armpit now. Take a half happy baby, grabbing the outer edge of the right foot or the ankle, calf, or even the back of the right knee. Full breath in. And a breath out. Slowly release the right foot. Hug the left knee into the chest. Do the opposite interlace of the fingertips around the shin. You can keep the right foot down and the knee bent or straighten the right leg out in front of you. We're first just pulling the knee towards the chest. Imagine the outer left hip reaching forward towards the front edge. Take another breath in. As you exhale, bring that left knee over to the left armpit. Make sure the right leg is still strong and a part of the shape. You can take a half happy baby here, any level, any grab of the foot, ankle, or leg. It really doesn't matter as long as you're getting the opening in the hip that we're looking for. Last breath in. And a breath out. Slowly release. Bend both knees. We're going to take either one more round of bridge pose or a round of wheel. Again, your spine is primed for this morning. This will be our last bit before closing with our meditation. So bringing your hands, if you're taking wheel with me, palms pressing down, fingertips towards your shoulders, right behind your shoulders. Your elbows need to point up to the sky at first. Don't let them splay out to the side. Your feet are just as they were set up in bridge. And again, if this isn't feeling good for you, come into bridge like we did before. Start to push into the ground, lifting your hips and bring the crown of the head to the mat, and then push all the way up to your wheel pose. I want you to engage the glutes here to protect your lumbar spine. Push down into the hands a bit more and make sure that the inner thighs are drawing in. You can lengthen your wheel if you'd like. If you have a wheel and you want to play around with different leg variations, maybe a one-legged wheel, a straight leg wheel, a forearm wheel, anything at all. Also, sometimes just holding in stillness can be wildly advanced. Let's take one more breath in. Protect the lower back, squeeze those glutes, hugging an imaginary block in with your inner thighs. And then I want you to bend the elbows a little bit to softly land the back of the skull, the shoulders, and then the upper, middle, and lower back down. Let's let the arms come out into a T, feet as wide as the mat. We'll just windshield wiper the knees side to side. And if you don't have anywhere to go right now, maybe you just extend the legs and the arms out into Shavasana. And if you're like some of us that with these energy flows like to finish seated, just paying attention to the breath, start to roll over onto one side, push yourself up and find a comfortable seat. And we'll just close out with a few mindful moments. Close the eyes and feel all of the space that you created in the body. Find that posture that we're looking for a lot, with the head directly over the shoulders, which might mean chin drawing back a bit. And shoulders over pelvis, not leaning forward at all. And what points of contact are there on the mat? Maybe feet, ankles, calves, knees. Can you imagine energy just being absorbed from the earth up through those points? Lighting up through the legs, through the bum, through the tummy, chest, arms. Energy coming out of the neck, and then that final, the beam of light is just shooting out of the top of the head. Sit up a little bit taller. Your exhales are twice as long as your inhales, if not more. And as you move through today, continue to be aware of those points of contact. Every step that you take, every time your feet touch the earth, just be aware that you are walking on earth. And try to be a little bit more intentional with each step. And try to be grateful for that energy that you are absorbing. Bring your hands to your heart. Last breath in together, inhaling. And a slow sigh out of the mouth. Bowing forward. Blink the eyes open. Thank your body for moving, for breathing, for being intentional. I hope you guys feel great. That was a fun back bending class. Did you guys get up into wheel?